Hi everyone, my name is Miss Schlater and I'm the art teacher over at Bolton Elementary School. I'm going to be creating a series of videos on how to log in to Clever and Schoology and Seesaw if your student is in kindergarten through 5th grade, and how to navigate each of those sites. So for today, we're going to be logging in to Clever and then into Schoology and exploring some of those pages. I will also be doing some tutorials on how to submit an assignment in Schoology, as well as how to submit work in Seesaw. So I'm going to share my screen. So the first thing you need to do is open up your web browser and go to clever.com. Once you are in Clever, you are going to want to come up here to the corner to where it says log in as a student. We're going to click that. And if you are logged into Office 365 through your computer, you can log in with Active Directory. Otherwise, just click Login with Clever, and you will need your student's Clever name and their password. Now, their Clever name, Clever username is different from their CMSD email. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Clever name and password that I have in here. If you do not have that information, then you need to contact Miss King or someone at Bolton. So you're going to just put those in and then click login. And now you are on your Clever page. So as you can see right here, there's an announcement from Miss Benford's page. And your student will have, depending on their grade level, teacher pages. They will also have Schoology as one of their resources. It might just be down here, but you can click that heart button and it will put it up here in favorite resources. So let's go ahead and look at Miss Fortuna's page first. So I'm going to click on hers. And these are all of the links that she uses. We've got Nearpod, Storyboard That, Book Creator, iCivics, Quizzes, Formative, GradeCam, Spelling Classroom, ClassHook, News ELA, Freckle by Renaissance, MobyMax, Quill.org, Book Taco, Curriculum Pathways, Vocabulary.com, iCivics again, Typing Club, and Nitro Type. So each teacher might have different programs and apps that they use, and those apps can be found in these teacher pages right here. To get into Schoology, you just click on the Schoology icon, and it will take you right into your Schoology page. What you will see here is your recent activity. If a teacher has added an announcement, the announcement will be listed here. Miss King's, Principal King's Cafe. Her announcements are right here. Over here, you will see any overdue assignments that you have that might be missing, and any upcoming assignments and when they are due. Up here, we have different programs that you might use in different classes. Messages, where you can message with your teachers or with Miss King, and then notifications right here. If you click here on courses or course dashboard, it will take you to your list of courses. So as you can see here, we've got Miss Fortuna's class for 8th grade. We've got 8th grade math, 8th grade music. We've also got lunch and media, phys ed, science, social studies, and art. So from here, you can click on each of the classes, and each class might be set up a little differently, but they should, for the most part, have some of the same information. Any announcements that your class might have will be posted up here. This link takes you to Miss Fortuna's class website, her class Facebook page for parents, 8th grade Zoom meeting links. So all you need to do is click this link and it will take you right to your live Zoom meeting. Your daily schedule for 8th grade, which is posted all right here. So you can see when your live sessions meet. Remember, synchronous means live session. Asynchronous means work that you're doing on your own. And she's also posted her different assignments for the different weeks and some how-to videos. So there's lots of different links. This one has all sorts of different links on how to log into MobyMax and all of those other resources. And then you'll notice over here, we've got all of these links right here. This is your materials page. This main page in your class is all materials. You also have all the updates that she's sent out for her class. And here's something very important. You'll notice grades. This is where you can click into to see if you are missing anything. So she will have you marked as what you're missing. If it's got this picture next to it, it means it's missing. There's also ones for incomplete. And then it will also show you your grade. So these are her different sections of classwork that she has between homework, in-class, performance, task, and tests, and then ones for different quarters. So this is where you can go to check to see if you are missing any work. When you are done with her work, you click on courses, and it'll bring up all of your courses again. So one of the other sections that I'm going to go into is the visual arts section, my class. And you will see that I've got my art class meeting expectations for my classroom for when we're meeting in the synchronous learning in the Zoom meeting. I've also got my virtual art classroom, which you can click on all the pictures and different links. I've got right here, click here to go to meeting. If you need to get into your meeting for art or for any other class, all you have to do is click that link and it will take you right to Zoom. And all you need to do is click launch meeting. That's all you need to do to get into my Zoom meetings. And then here I've got my assignments, and my assignments are all color coded by due date. And I also have, all of my recorded meetings. So if you've missed a meeting, you can come here and click on any of the videos and it will show the class meeting from that day. So you can see anything that you've missed. Again, grades are over here underneath updates. You can click on that and you can see what you are missing here, and that will help you. And then finally, I'm going to show you quickly how to submit some work. So if I'm going to go into assignments, let's see, we'll go to due by Thursday, 10/8/2020. So in this assignment, I had students click on different pictures, which took them to different video links, and the optical art assignment day 1. So today you will go into the optical art virtual classroom and click on all of the links and the pictures and watch the videos and read the articles. When you are done, you will answer the questions in this optical arts assessment. Next class, we will begin to look at how optical art is made and begin making our own artworks. So what I have them do after that is some optical art questions, which are right here. In this particular section, I gave them 3 attempts to get all the answers right. So you can click start attempt. And it gives you the first question. And then you would just type in your answer for the first question and then click next. This one's a multiple choice. Click the answer, click next, click the answer for this one. Next, put in those and click next. And then there's a written section. So again, you just add in your answer here. There is a 10,000 word limit. And then when you're done, you can click review. And you can go back and look at any of those questions again. Make sure you've got them all answered properly, and then click finish. It'll give you this prompt that says submit activity. You can click yes. So now that that's submitted, part of it will be graded immediately, and because there's a short answer part, I have to go in and grade the rest of it, and it will let you know what your grade is as soon as I've gotten that done. And that will post right into your grade book. Some projects require you to take a picture of your artwork. And depending on the computer you're using, you can either use your webcam on the computer or you can log into Schoology through your phone. I suggest logging into Schoology through your phone for those projects. So again, we're going to go to this one where I have a artwork submission. So what I would do here is click into the assignment, complete the assignment, which was to create an optical illusion artwork. I would click submit assignment, and then I go to create, because that gives me a little more room to use things. So I'm going to click create, and then I'm going to go to insert content because I'm taking a picture. Now again, the picture that I have taken has to already be on my computer. It cannot be, or on my phone. I cannot take a picture while I'm in this. It has to already be there. So I'm going to go to insert content and click image media. And I'm going to attach a file. Let's see, I'm just going to go to this one right here, this picture. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to click open. And it's going to open up my picture. Now my picture is going to be really, really big. And so that might be difficult to see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the edge and click on the picture and use the little circles in the corner to drag the picture, click and drag and make it smaller so that I can view the whole image easily in the screen with just a little bit of scrolling. Once I'm done with that, I can add words. This is my finished assignment. And I can click submit. And now my artwork has been submitted. If I decided I want to change something or I didn't like the photograph I took, I can resubmit the assignment by following the exact same steps. I hope that this has been a helpful tutorial, and please be on the lookout for a few more that I will be posting soon. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and hopefully all of this will go smoothly for everyone. Please reach out to us if you have any more questions. Thank you so much. Have a good day.